All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are here with Old Glory Truck Series. This is race number 2. My name is Mark. I'm with Southern Broadcast Gaming Network. So tonight we are at Dover International Speedway. 120 laps. This is race number 2 for the truck series. We have got about 5 minutes of qualifying. So now would be the best time. We're going to enjoy our national anthem. If everybody would please stand up, hands over your hearts, or sit there. All right, we are back. We have still got about 2 minutes left in qualifying. So, as I said earlier, we are here, race number 2 in Dover. 120 laps. Now, it looks like these guys are going to have 5 sets of tires, 1 fast repair, and a 65% fuel. That's about, by my calculations, 30 to 40 laps on a fuel tank. Means there will be a little bit of strategy played out here. And we have already got 2 viewers out there on the stream. All right, so it looks like qualifying is just about over.
So let's get to racing.
We're going to bring up our results. So it looks like our first position tonight is going to be Stephen Light, Marshall Johnson in second, Curtis Ecker in third, Nathan Lafayette in fourth, Lyle Mitchell in fifth, Christopher Nice in sixth, Matthew Warall in seventh, and Chris Isaacs in eighth. We wish all of you luck out there tonight and looking forward to some good clean and green racing. Now, we've got 5 viewers out there with us on the stream. Thank you guys for showing up so early. These guys are gridding up, about to get ready for the formation lap. And then we're going to get to racing in Dover. But if you guys have watched Old Glory Truck Series with us before, you know
anything can happen.
All right, so we are gridding up, starting our formation lap this evening. Looking to see who is going to take that first spot out of Stephen Light and Marshall Johnson. So you got the number 97, Stephen Light, in the Cycle for Autism Chevy truck. You've got the Eisen, number 33 of Marshall Johnson. Curtis Ecker is going to be in the SBGN, number 19 Chevy. Nathan Lafayette in the Penguin brand Coffee 00. We are green flag racing here in Dover tonight. Stephen Light went ahead and took a commanding lead on that first position, followed decently close by Marshall Johnson in that number 33. Curtis Ecker coming up right behind him. Now, these guys are doing a little bit of single file racing for the beginning, but it looks like Lyle Mitchell in that 01, the We the People, looks like he might be trying to go around Curtis Ecker and break into that third position, but let's see if he is able to do that here. Go back, you got Mr. Nathan Lafayette in the 00. Christopher Nice is in the Swedish Fish number 77. Matthew Warall in the Mountain Dew number 79. That's already my truck. So everybody looks to be spread out a little bit, getting a little bit of distance between everybody. Now you do have almost a second, about 0.8 of a second between Marshall Johnson and Stephen Light. And then 0.6 between Curtis Ecker, and he's about 0.6 of a second behind him. Then you got Lyle Mitchell is a second behind him. So these guys, like I said, are spreading out a little bit for tonight's race. Might not be doing too much up close and personal racing tonight, but that is okay. We are already 5 laps in out of 120, with Stephen Light still keeping that lead. But all right, let us go through the field, see if we can see anything interesting happening. Looks like everyone is pretty spread out still, except for this double zero right behind the 0-1 of Lyle Mitchell. You got Nathan Lafayette trying to take over a position again. For viewers out there with us in the stream, thank you guys for showing up. And if you guys are able to chat, let us know, what is your favorite flavor of Mountain Dew? All right, looks like we are already 10 laps in. These guys are definitely getting a good bit of racing going on. Looks like your best lap is going to be 22.97 of Mr. Stephen Light. And he is still keeping it about mid-23s. That was his last lap. And you got 23.15 for Marshall Johnson. 23.18 for Curtis Ecker. 23.44 for Nathan Lafayette. 23.61 for Lyle Mitchell. 23.62 for Matthew Worrell. And 23.59 for Christopher Nice. And those are going to be your best laps, not your last lap. Just giving you an idea of the speed of these guys. Let's see if we can get a better look at some of these paint schemes. You got the Cycle for Autism, number 97. Marshall Johnson in the Eisen, not sure, number 33 Toyota. Curtis Ecker, everybody knows our SBGN logo. That is the company I broadcast with, Southern Broadcast Gaming Network. Proud broadcaster of the 4-Wide Truck Series, or Old Glory Truck Series. I'll broadcast any truck series, anybody, but no. Old Glory Truck Series. Then you have the Penguin brand coffee 00 of Nathan Lafayette. Again, Mountain Dew number 79 of Matthew Worrell. Christopher Nice in that Swedish Fish number 77. Then you got Lyle Mitchell back out on track. Now, he is showing 2 laps down. Now, we are 17 out of 120 here. And like I was looking at, so it's showing 30 to 40 laps on a tank of fuel. Now, I don't know if tires are going to last that long, but we will definitely see. Not sure of the tire wear. Not very familiar with Dover, but I look forward to seeing it a lot more often. Get back up and check out Mr. Stephen Light in the lead. Marshall Johnson is about 4.5 seconds back, along with Curtis Eckers, little under 2 seconds behind him. Nathan Lafayette, another just about, look like 1.9 seconds behind. Matthew Warhol, a little bit of a gap. You got 5.5 seconds. Christopher Nice is 3.2 seconds back from him. Looks like he might be picking it up just a little bit. Lyle Mitchell is still 2 laps down. That is okay. I'm pretty sure he will be able to make that up in the green flag pit strategy. We are back. We are 27 laps in out of 120 here in Dover International Speedway. We've got 4 viewers out there with us on the chat. Because I'm bald. Probably. So 29 we still have Stephen Light out in that first position. Marshall Johnson in second. Curtis Eckers in third. Nathan Lafayette in fourth. Matthew Warhol in fifth. Christopher Nice in sixth. And Lyle Mitchell in seventh. If anybody wants to get on the chat, let us know who is your favorite paint scheme this evening. Choice A, Stephen Light. Choice B, Arthur Johnson. Choice C, Curtis Eckert. D, Nathan Lafayette. E, Matthew Warhol. F, Christopher Knight. Or Lyle Mitchell. G. All right, we are a quarter of the way through the race with no incidents tonight. Personally, I love being, like I said, I don't have a lot of experience here, but the Monster Mile is one of my favorites to watch. Now, it looks like the Monster is not that hungry this evening. So it looks like I said earlier, we have a good little spread out race. Now looking now to see if these guys are going to be pitting anytime soon. We have got Christopher Knight and Lyle Mitchell as lap down cars. Everybody will be hitting under green, which is definitely a show of strategy here. Is about to pass Matthew Warhol, and he already did, putting Matthew Warhol as our first car lap. 40 laps in out of 100. Definitely is a good spread out race, giving these guys a chance to just drive to their heart's content. I hope everybody is enjoying what they are seeing tonight. I know I am enjoying watching it. So it looks like Stephen Light and Curtis Ecker have taken to the pits, leaving Marshall Johnson out there to lead a lap or two. You got Stephen Light, Curtis Ecker, Nathan Lafayette, and Christopher Nice in the pits. All right, and then also another little tidbit out there. Everyone, the first place in the trucks this year is actually going to get a trophy. Second and third will get winner's choice of a 164 die cast. All right, looks like Marshall Johnson is taking the pits now. Matthew Warall still in pits. Stephen Light is back out. Curtis Ecker back out. Christopher Nice. Nathan Lafayette. And we are 45 laps in out of 120 tonight. Now, it looks like these guys went 41 laps. So it looks like they might be saving their fuel a tad bit. And Nathan Lafayette just went a lap down with Stephen Light passing him. That leaves 3 trucks on the lead lap. 46 laps in. Curtis Ecker still in second. Marshall Johnson in third. Nathan Lafayette in fourth. Lyle Mitchell in fifth. Christopher Nice in sixth. And Matthew Warall in seventh. All right, guys. So, hey, we are going to check out a little video. Hope you guys enjoy. And you guys are watching a commercial for RacingPaints.com. You think it, we make it. Proud sponsor of the Old Glory Truck Series. All right, we are 54 laps in tonight at Dover. Stephen Light in first. Curtis Ecker still in second. Marshall Johnson in third. Nathan Lafayette in fourth. Christopher Nice in fifth. Matthew Worrell in sixth. Lyle Mitchell in seventh. And the pace car is getting lonely. Three viewers out there with us on the stream. Hope you guys are having a great night. Thank you for joining in with us. We are here with the Old Glory Truck Series, brought to you by RacingPaints.com. We are 57 laps in out of 120, coming very close to that halfway point. And it looks like Marshall Johnson is coming up and lapping over on Matthew Worrell. Had a clean pass. Nathan Lafayette, the Penguin brand coffee, number 00. Christopher Nice in the Swedish Fish, number 77 Chevy. Looks like he had just got lapped over by Marshall Johnson. 60 laps in, we are officially halfway at the Monster Mile. All right, looks like we still have Stephen Light in the lead. Curtis Ecker in second. Marshall Johnson in third. Nathan Lafayette in fourth. Christopher Nice in fifth. Matthew Worrell in sixth. And Lyle Mitchell in seventh. Definitely a good spread out race. These guys are not fighting over a lot of real estate. Even with it being the Monster Mile, these guys are definitely finding their little niche and sticking to it.
And now, a word from our sponsors. Alright, we now return to our regularly scheduled program.
Hey guys, we are back. We are 72 laps in out of 120. Stephen Light still in that top position. Curtis Ecker behind him in second. Marshall Johnson wrapping out our podium, top three finishers. Nathan Lafayette in fourth. Christopher Nice in fifth. Matthew Worrall in sixth. And Lyle Mitchell in seventh. Looks like Lyle Mitchell is passing Curtis Ecker. So we are definitely in a great bout of clean and green racing. I hope everyone out there is having a wonderful evening. These guys are definitely tearing up the track tonight. This is Dover, also known as the Monster Mile. Now, out there in the chat, if anybody knows any fun facts about Dover, please throw it our way. I am usually a font of useless knowledge, but when it comes to racing, I am not. But after the race, if anybody wants to go over to the Dover Hotel and Casino, feel free. All right, so it looks like we are coming up on our pit window. See what these guys to choose to do about this. Now, there are already 80 laps in. So and Stephen Light is coming down to the pit. Now, being 80 laps in means we've got 1/3 of the race to go. Now, that should be enough for these guys. Looks like Curtis Ecker also coming down to pit. Marshall Johnson is going to go out and lead a lap. Nathan Lafayette is staying out. You got Stephen Light, Curtis Ecker, Christopher Nice out down into pit. All right, now Marshall Johnson has brought himself into pit lane. Stephen Light has come out of pit, and he is getting back on track. Nathan Lafayette is still out. So right now, Nathan Lafayette has got the lead on everyone. Now, Stephen Light, having those fresher tires and more fuel, looks to be catching up and overtaking very possibly once he gets there. But he is definitely picking it up and picking it up fast. For viewers out there with us on the stream, thank you for joining us this evening. We are here in Dover, the Monster Mile with the Old Glory Truck Series. Brought to us by RacingPaints.com. Proud sponsor of all the action you guys are seeing out here this evening. Nathan Lafayette still in first place. Matthew Worrell not for position, but is right behind him. Running my my Nectar of the Gods truck. A little bit of scrapage over the number, but that's okay. You can still see the Mountain Dew logos very clearly. All right, well, we still have, like I said, Nathan Lafayette is in first place. Stephen Light coming up fast and taking over that first position. Nathan Lafayette is in second. Curtis Ecker in third. Marshall Johnson in fourth. Ooh, looks like Marshall Johnson may have... Ooh, we got our first caution of the evening. 86 laps in. We are going to go back and check out and see what happened. Ooh, looks like he got tapped by the 0-1. Oh, tapped and pushed sideways, spun, and into the wall. That was not good. So we are in our first caution of the evening. going to go ahead and look and see if we can bring up Marshall Johnson into the broadcast booth. I am not seeing him, so we are not going to be able to bring him. Well, that is okay. But these guys, looks like they're taking the chance now to go ahead. A couple of these guys are going into the pit lane. Marshall Johnson, Matthew Worrall, Lyle Mitchell. Leaving Stephen Light, Nathan Lafayette, Curtis Ecker, and Christopher Nice out on the track. Now we still have our pace car lights on. This will be a perfect time to go back to our sponsor, Racing Paint. Right, our pace car is off the track. We are back green flag racing. Just about. Now we are back green flag racing. We are 90 laps in, out of 120 here at the Monster Mile. So it looks like the Monster was a little bit hungry after all. Now I need a nom 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 sound effect. Nice in 7th. Show here that Lyle Mitchell happened there. Here we are back live. Still in first. Nathan Lafayette in second. Now, as of right now, he is up 2 positions from where he started. Curtis Ecker in third, where he started. Forward. He is down 2 positions from where he started. Lyle Mitchell in fifth. Matthew Worrall in sixth. He is up 1 position from where he started. And Christopher Nice in seventh, down 1 position from where he started. We have got 24 laps to go here at the Monster Mile. I hope everybody is enjoying what they are seeing so far. These guys definitely put on a good race every Friday night. Down to 21. Stephen Light still dominating it in that first spot. Nathan Lafayette in second. And about 3.7 seconds behind. Curtis Ecker is about a second and a half behind Nathan Lafayette. Marshall Johnson just passed by Matthew Worrall. Looks like Matthew might have had a Mountain Dew stashed in his truck somewhere. Looks like these guys, the top 3 are on your lead lap. You got Marshall Johnson is 1 lap down. Lyle Mitchell is 6 laps. Matthew Worrall 6 laps. And Christopher Nice 8 laps down. 19 laps to go here at the Monster Mile. Definitely looking forward to crowning our winner this evening. We're going to go back and check our first caution of the evening. Definitely not a good day in the neighborhood there. But luckily, Marshall Johnson is still in fourth position. He is still doing pretty good out there this evening. Stephen Light still in third. Nathan Lafayette in second. Curtis Ecker in third. Marshall Johnson in fourth. Matthew Wall in fifth. Lyle Mitchell in sixth. Christopher Nice in seventh. Looks like you got a little bit of tight racing there. Chris Nice might be trying to overtake, get a little action in there. Well, Matthew Worrell blocking a little bit. It looks like now 12 laps to go here in the Monster Mile. We have got 4 viewers out there with us on the screen. Thank you guys for showing up. Now we are down to 10 laps to go here at the Monster Mile. You got Nathan Lafayette passing Marshall Johnson. Now that is not for a position. Curtis Ecker out there in third in our SBGN number 19 Chevy. Marshall Johnson in fourth. Matthew Worrell in fifth. Christopher Nice in sixth. And Lyle Mitchell is currently in the pits in seventh. He is coming back out onto the track. Stephen Light still dominating this race. Just under 7 seconds ahead of everyone else. Six laps to go. Now we have had clean and green ever since the one caution this evening. So that has to be a record. Especially with the Monster Mile and what it is known for. Now you've still got some little bit of tight racing of Nathan Lafayette in the 00, along with the 77 of Christopher Nice and Matthew Worrell in the 79. These guys are definitely vying to see who can come out on top this evening. Curtis Ecker right behind them now. He is the third place this evening. Nathan Lafayette was in second. Now, even though that was not for a position, that was definitely getting out in front of a pack. Testing out a little bit of the racing chops. The Penguin is going strong this evening. Oh, a little bit of bumping between Curtis Ecker and the number 77 of Christopher Nice, but did not cause an incident. We have got 3 laps to go here at the Monster Mile. All right, so as we are coming up on our final lap, we have got Stephen Light in the first position, Nathan Lafayette in second, Curtis Ecker in third, Marshall Johnson in fourth, Matthew Warhol in fifth, Christopher Nice in sixth, and Lyle Mitchell in seventh. All right, our checkered flag is out. Stephen Light has taken it for the evening. Stephen Light has come in first at the Monster Mile. Nathan Lafayette is in second. Give me 1 second, then I will pull up the race results. All right, so we've got Stephen Light in first, Nathan Lafayette in second, Curtis Ecker in third, Marshall Johnson in fourth, Matthew Warhol in fifth, Christopher Nice in sixth, and Lyle Mitchell in seventh. Going to go ahead and bring up our leaders for this evening and do a little bit of interviews. All right, so our first in line is going to be Mr. Curtis Ecker. Hey, Curtis, this is Mark in the booth. You got a copy? How are we doing tonight? Hey, look, I like seeing our logo up on the podium, sir. Well, then, that's just something. You write that down. Write that down. So, third position was really good. It was a good spread out race. Not a lot of action, which is a good thing. It's a lot of actual time to race. Did you have a strategy? Like, what were you thinking out there? All right, give me 1 second trying to figure out. They say they can't hear you. Say something now.
Yeah, you got a copy?
There you go. We got you. Thank you, Chris Nice. So, third place gives you all the shout-outs you want. Do you have anyone in mind tonight?
Definitely my family that supports me. Everybody here that, helps put on Old Glory and run everything. We're definitely always looking for drivers. We run almost 7 days a week, so there's definitely something for everyone. Check us out on Discord, Facebook. And you guys do an awesome time always broadcasting everything.
Well, and if you guys want me on another night, just be sure to let me know if I don't have any other engagements. I will gladly come in and talk to all of our fans.
We appreciate it.
Oh, and I appreciate you guys, man. Love coming out, watching the races, getting to talk to you guys after. It means a lot to me. So I want to say thank y'all.
All right, thank you.
But all right, Curtis, we're going to let you get back up there. We're going to talk to Nathan Lafayette, the Penguin himself.
All right.
You have a good night, sir. I cannot wait to talk to you next week in Kansas.
Hopefully.
Hey, Nathan, this is Mark in the booth. Do you got a copy?
Happy you, Mark.
How you doing today?
Doing pretty good. How about you?
Doing wonderful. Now, I've got a question for you. Did you have a strategy out there this evening? I mean, I know there was a lot of clean and green racing.
Not really. I mean, the strategy was pretty much just, I think, pit somewhere around 40, pit somewhere around 80, to make it 3 stints. But then I realized I wasn't going to gain or lose any spots. So that middle stint, I just stayed out there. I was going to figure lead some laps, have some fun until Steven passed me back. And as Steven passed me, the yellow came out. So I kind of got lucky more so than strategy.
Well, there is nothing wrong with that. You know, it's not just a game of chess. There always is luck involved.
Yeah, for sure. It was a lot of fun, though. I mean, certainly a good result for White Line Racing. But yeah, this truck series is a lot of fun. I know Friday nights is tough. Just there's a lot of stuff people in the real lives got going on Friday nights, and I'll have to miss a bunch. But it was a real good time. Just with all the drivers, just in general chat, talking all race, having a good time, racing some cars. It was good.
Wait, you're telling me people have lives, Nathan?
I've heard rumors of such things.
They let me out of the closet for Fridays to broadcast. I mean, that's all I got. No, I'm kidding. But no, but it is good to have you guys out here, man. It's good to have a little bit of fun with everybody. Now, being second place, being on the podium, gives you all the shout outs you would like. Do you have anybody in mind for us?
Well, like I said, just thanks to White Line Racing, they really helped me get a lot better these last couple of seasons running Old Glory. And thanks to you for broadcasting and everyone putting the league on. It's been a lot of fun.
All right. Well, thank you for coming in, racing with us, and chatting with us at the end. Now, got a question. What are you thinking about Kansas next week?
Ooh, we'll see. Hopefully, it'll be a bigger field to get some more people out and be able to have some fun there. But Kansas is a track that can be interesting. It just kind of depends how the setup goes. Sometimes the car can get kind of loose coming off. I think especially 4. So we'll just have to kind of see how the setup goes and how we can get the truck turning and see if we can get another podium.
All right. Well, we look forward to seeing you out there. Hope to see you on the podium and chat with you again. And I want to see that Penguin 00 out there again next week, unless you want to break something new out.
Our plan is to keep the Penguin paint scheme. We got to keep chasing down that Swedish fish truck.
All right. Well, we will let you back up there to the chat. You can finish your celebrating, and we will bring in the other guy. You know.
Yeah, the Dominator one. Thanks.
Look, I don't want to say that, but yeah. All right, Mr. Light, how are you doing? This is Mark in the booth. You got a copy?
Good. How are you, Mark?
Doing wonderful. That was a good race out there tonight.
Was a fun race. Well, not a big car count. We're having switched nights for this season. Trying to build our car count back up. We used to get 25 to 30 trucks every week, but I'm sure we'll get those back again. Just a lot of people that were running on Tuesdays couldn't run on Fridays. So looking forward to building the series back up and getting back to the popular series it's always been.
All right. Well, we look forward to that. Definitely. You know, the more people out there, the more people I can talk about, a little more action for us. So, coming in first place, what was your strategy out there?
Well, luckily the fuel tonight didn't require any saving fuel. 120 laps, we had about 46 to 7 laps of fuel in the tank. So if it stayed green for the whole race, which it almost did, I figured I would just split it up into 3 segments, basically hit on lap 40 and lap 80. That way I got the same amount of laps on my tires. all 3 runs, and then after that first run, I would know where my balance would be at the end of the run if I needed to save a little, do a little bit better job of saving tires early in the run, or if I was pushing just enough that was pretty balanced overall. But trucks drove pretty good, a little bit tight for my liking, but we definitely had a headwind coming out of 4 and a tailwind into 1 because the trucks were rotating very well off of turn 2 all night for the most of the night, and very tight off of turn 4. We all noticed that right away when that race started there. But by the end of the race, I think the wind died back down because then it started turning good on both ends of the track. So that was interesting.
Yep. All right. Yeah, we did notice that a little bit. Tried to call it as best I could. So being first place, man, you got all the shout outs you want to give. You got anybody in mind tonight?
All my teammates and everybody that joined us tonight, appreciate it. Looking forward to newcomers into the league. If you're watching and you're free on Fridays, it's a great group of people, great organization, great series, great admins, great. You guys do a great job up in the booth. Old Glory Truck Series Racing, come join us. We always have a good time no matter what the case is. And shout out to Chris Isaacs on all the paint jobs, and looking forward to next week.
All right. Well, we look forward to seeing you next week. So you got any ideas on Kansas? Any, criticisms, concerns?
Kansas will put on a show. The trucks will be, it'll be a show there because a lot of grip, multiple lanes, 2 wide, 3 wide action. The draft will keep most of the trucks together the whole time. So Vegas has always been for me, kind of a mixture of a Talladega and an Atlanta, new Atlanta. Now that there's new pavement on there and nobody can really get away from each other too much. So taking care of tires and while trying to maintain track position is going to be important, and it should put on a hell of a show.
All right. Well, we look forward to seeing you next week.
You too. Appreciate you.
You have a great night.
You too.
Hey, Chris, this is Mark in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, Mark, what's up, man?
Hey, nothing much. You know what? You're the man with the plan, the guy that put all this on. Wanted to bring you up and gonna get your views on tonight's race.
I appreciate it. We had a lot of fun out here on the good old racetrack. We're trying to build our car count up. Like Steven had said, we had changed our days from Tuesday to Friday this year, and a lot of people couldn't race. A lot of people weren't able to race on Fridays in the summer, unfortunately. But we still had fun, and I think the tracks that we go to are a bit fun. Tonight it was a little tight and poor for a while. We had some wind, and it just didn't want to cooperate. So had no turn off of 4 for about 20, 30 laps. But after that wind died down, we did good.
All right. Well, that's good to go, man. I just wanted to bring you up. I always like trying to talk to as many people as possible.
I appreciate it, Mark, and I really appreciate you guys broadcasting this for us. It's always a fun time when we have Southern Broadcasting Gaming Network over here.
Well, and I hope you do enjoy the video. Like I said, I mean, it was a little spread out, so I wasn't talking as much as, normal. I'm a lot better when people talk to me, Chris. No.
That's understandable. I get it. We all can't have the, like I tell Richard all the time, he's got that auctioneer's
I don't
voice,
have that.
Yeah. Me neither, and also, I get the pleasure of broadcasting the legends. Last night we didn't get to broadcast because Mother Nature decided to take my power out. So
well, if ever that happens, get a hold of me.
Yeah.
I'll gladly jump in for you if you need it.
Awesome, sounds good. And like I said, thanks for being here, Mark.
Like
I said, hopefully we can bring you bigger car counts this coming the rest of the season, and you'll stay busy.
Well, we look forward to it, Chris.
All right, Mark. Thank you.
All right, buddy. You have a good night.
Bye.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it from the man himself. They are trying to get up car count. So if anybody who sees this is in iRacing and wants to join a great group of guys Old Glory, they definitely have a good bit of guys. They always have a good time. Bunch of characters in here. So if you guys want to start and, race a new league, try them out. Try them out. And if you're lucky, you don't have to talk to me. But I am Mark Bristow with Southern Broadcast Gaming Network. This has been race number 2 at the Monster Mile for the Old Glory Truck Series, brought to us by RacingPaints.com. I want to hope everybody has a great night, a wonderful weekend. God bless you, and we will see you next